9 November 2024. Well, it was a normal day, and I found myself watching what has to become one of my favorite episodes in One Piece, as I find comfort in staring at the vivid and beautiful colors that this show has to offer. And for some odd reason, time starts to work differently. It seemed to speed up for everything around me, but it had an opposite effect on me. It slowed down. For each passing second, I became more absorbed into the screen. And all of a sudden, I got a text. And normally I wouldn't pause my enemy for anything, but I remember that I had ordered something, so I checked it out and it read,
"Dear customer, your package has arrived on your location. Please come and collect it."
So let's go get it.
So yeah guys, this book right here, I bought this book because it's a soft page book and I love it because I can draw really good and really beautiful drawings using ink. Right here, it's been a while using pencils because all I've been using is just ink. So yeah, this book is for with more pencils and shading. And yeah guys, if you guys are wondering where I got this packages from, I got them from
Buddy. Yo, buddy.
Man, who is that?
This is not a paid promotion. What
right.
are you doing?
Right, yeah. Right, of course.
Anyways, so this is why I got the idea to make the video how to draw anime faces. So let's go back. I mean, all the way back to when I was a kid, when I first watched anime. And of course the OG anime that everybody loved was Dragon Ball Z. This show was literally the only show I used to watch as a 7-year-old. I used to watch this show every single day after school, and I loved this show so much that I decided to make a sketch. And of course it didn't come out well.
Honestly, this is honestly how the actual drawing looked like. I actually lost the original piece forever ago, and I got this replacement on Google, so yeah.
Anyways, after drawing that drawing, I became obsessed. And after countless drawings of anime characters, I realized that I could not quite get everything right. Something just always had to look off, or weird, or unproportional, or even disfigured. After improving my art for all these years, I found a glitch. And after exploiting this glitch is when I realized that drawing anime is so easy. So, with that being said, let me put down niggas on, so that your anime drawings can also go from zero to hero. So, let's finally get started with Tanjiro. And this is just a sketch, not the actual drawing. Well, not yet anyways. So first, let's begin with a circle, followed by a vertical and a horizontal line. Then draw a circle for eyes and two other horizontal lines with the jawline different from human faces. Anime faces need a little more curve on the jawline. Then draw nose on the second line and the mouth just below the nose. Now let's draw the eyes from the two circles I made earlier. Make sure the distance between the two eyes are fairly spaced, more or less the width of one eye. Here start from the eyes all the way down to the base of the nose. Then start drawing the hair around the circle and make sure the hair doesn't come out too big, and also make sure that everything is in the same size so that the hair doesn't come out too weird. As I was about to finish, I thought the face looked kinda weird, but again I thought it's cause maybe I wasn't done yet, so I wasn't fazed by it. After completing the inking phase is when I realized, oh hell nah, this isn't Tanjiro. Yeah, I know, exaggeration much, but still, this is how I was feeling though. So I looked at my drawing and the reference photo and properly compared the two. So after going on a deep process of analyzation for a little while, that's when it hit me that the only mistake I did happened when drawing the guidelines. I didn't place the horizontal lines correctly, which in turn made Tanjiro look a bit older and weird. Anyways, anime art style, age, gender affect how the anime looks, and of course how we draw the anime face. For animes like Demon Slayer, Boku no Hero, most of the MC characters are kind of like teens. So in drawing the guidelines, make sure the horizontal lines are closer, something like this, and also make sure that the chin length is shorter and more curvier. So let's try again. Draw a circle, then draw a cross on the center of the circle. And the second line just above the circumference, you should use this line as a curving point for the jawline, which should of course start at the edge of the circle, diagonally and curve at this point to form the chin. I always make marks to guide me when drawing eyes, and Todoroki has hunter eyes, so I make them small, and the nose goes in between the horizontal lines, and the mouth on the second line, but it all depends, Eyebrows just above the eyes, and always have to follow the direction the hair is going. Make sure you always take your time and draw as lightly as possible until you are confident. Then I conclude the drawing with some shading. And now let's draw one more character in front of you. This time it's goofy as Zenitsu. I'm just going to use the same steps, and now you can see what I'm talking about. Zenitsu has circle eyes, and drawing marks beforehand is very helpful, especially doing it earlier in the drawing. His nose shape is more realistic, so I drew it towards the second line. After finishing up the other facial features, observe. As you can see, these two anime faces kinda have the same proportion, but are so different because of the anime style. And now let's talk about the skull. To be honest, I'm not sure if studying the skull will make you better at drawing anime faces, because I've never studied drawing the skull with the sole intention of improving my anime face. But I have no doubt that learning skulls has helped me reach these heights of drawing anime faces in various ways. So I will say this: if you want to better understand the anatomy of the face, please dive into the skull, because usually in previous times, I still do it, I would just practice drawing anime faces by getting a reference photo and use the Loomis method format to guide me, but not entirely. I only start with the circle and end at the vertical and the horizontal line. Since the structure of the anime face has a rule of their own, I would just adjust the placements of the vertical and the horizontal line, again like I said, depending on the anime style, gender and age. So yeah, I guess you should learn the Loomis method and the skull, and of course there is no better way to learn than to just... Okay, so let's get a 3-4 side view. But literally the trick in drawing a 3-4 side view is in the vertical line. So after drawing the circle, place the vertical line on the side he is facing. And in this case, the horizontal line should of course be a bit diagonal. Always draw the eyes on the horizontal line. And the eye on the left side should obviously be smaller than the right eye. And the cheek should start near the eye and curve all the way down to form the chin on the vertical line. And always draw the nose and mouth on one line, the vertical line. You should always draw the ear in between these two horizontal lines. So when drawing the hair, make sure the hair covers the whole head and try to make it fluffy. And continue drawing up until you get it right. And now what's next? Well, you guessed it, inking. So look, I kinda felt bad for butchering my boy Tanjiro earlier, so I decided to do my boy justice and redraw him. And to be honest, this drawing is not easy to draw at all, because here's the same drawing I did a year ago. And because I stick to drawing with guidelines and everything I learned, you will see in due time how much I have actually improved. With this drawing, the left eye should be a bit lower and bigger than the right eye, and the nose is kinda triangle shaped. It should stick out from the vertical line. And of course the mouth should go directly below the nose. So now let's finish it up. And once I was done with the rough sketch, I used ink to portray details, shading, as well as dark bold strokes to portray the mood. Don't you just want an anime waifu? Well, I know I sure do. And well, I hope I find one in due time. Cause if I don't... Anyways, let's look at some anime waifus. And we'll share the only difference anime girls have from anime males is that their jawline curves even more and they kinda have a sharp chin. For example, observe. Let's get Miss Forge on the stage. And since she's an adult, that means that the first and second line should be a little more spaced, and yeah, of course, this won't always be the case because, again, the anime style. She has cat eyes, so I draw an oval shape for support and draw the nose a bit long cause that's how it is. And now for the hair, draw a small kind of dome shape for the hair, and this should start of course from one side of the head all the way around to the other side of the head. Okay, so now let's get an anime character with a way different anime style, a unique anime style, to prove to you how anime style can change everything. So observe. After drawing the circle, I drew all the horizontal lines more or less the same length. And her eyes have sharp edges, the nose and mouth are small, and the mouth is hardly noticeable but also visible. And I'm not gonna lie, this side of the face was kinda difficult, but I saw the cheek as a curving bump. She has a curving hairstyle, so try and draw her curving outwards, as carefully as possible of course. And draw a dome around the head, and don't forget the eyelashes. Attack on Titans, Jujutsu Kaisen, and etc. Well, as opposed to the first pair of animes that we talked about, these animes are way more different in anime style and have more adult-like features, if you know what I'm talking about. Well, look man, let's look at this Bam for instance. When drawing Gojo, we can see that he has got a long chin and a long jawline. So I had to space out the third line a bit far from the second horizontal line. And let's proceed and draw the eyes on the horizontal line and the nose right above the second line, and you should draw the mouth where the jawline starts. And yeah, so now guys, let's complete the drawing. And oh right, the eye was kind of in the wrong position, so let's fix that. So as I was about to move on to the next dope drawings, editor actually realized the video was above 10 minutes and he seriously didn't like it at all. He thought the video was too long, he said, and I seriously don't know. I mean, what do you guys think? Please write down in the comment section if you guys don't mind 10 minutes at all. Is it me or is editor actually just tweaking? I don't know. So yeah, editor actually cut the video right here before I could show you more of my favorite anime drawings. But yeah, hope you like, comment and subscribe for part 2.